Welcome to Border Barrels. We've got another showcase of beer this week, and it's Gratzy's turn. What do you got, Gratz?
We've got a brewery from... Why is that funny?
I don't know, just the way you said it.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
that's
I was
fair.
going to say, are you laughing at my selection?
No, it was just the throw over to you was very, daytime television.
No, that's all right. Well,
What can you see down there on the boundary, Gratz?
on this is daytime television that you can have a beer to. So Seeker Brewing from the Wollongong region. Near some up-and-comers who've done some fantastic beers. And today we tried something different as well, a core range mid-strength, which might be quite surprising for everybody because, it was a very, very good beer. Plus a big Australian oat cream and a big Imperial Stout to finish it off.
And it didn't end up in Simmo's laptop.
No, somehow.
It didn't.
But it did end up in our mouths.
It didn't. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell for some reason that other YouTubers tell me. New pod coming up right now. Border Barrels, we're back for another brewery showcase, and Hutto's is doing some minor homework and a few adjustments to his magic spreadsheet before we get started.
He's good at those.
He is good at those. This week it is Gratzy's turn, but before we go to that, I was just up on the Sunshine Coast, and I tried.
It sunny?
It was very sunny. I was very fearful
Burnt toast boy.
Yeah, so I've got my jacket on, but I did end up.
No, that's your burnt skin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
all puffy.
Yeah, it can peel off me. But I did end up with a bit of a tan, so that's nice. But I tried some local brews, 10 Toes for the first time. 10 Toes. So it was absolutely delicious. I had the pale ale, and I'm at a point, you'll be proud of me. I tried it. I'm like, oh, there's mosaic in this.
Was there?
Yeah, there was.
Oh, nice.
So, and then the other two, I was Mosaic, Vic Secret, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a bit grassy. And the other one was Citra. I'm like, geez, that's a good combo.
So was this at the actual brewery or just
No, it wasn't. It was just at a pub. So, long story short, I suffered the Qantas curse yesterday morning. So I got up at 4:50 a.m. for my flight. Went there, cancelled. Like, yep, cool, classic. Anyway, we were able to jump on a Bonza, which is another bloody, another story, on a Bonza directly to Albury from the sunny coast. They were awesome because they weren't like, they were getting around. They got sneakers. The pilot was walking around.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It wasn't one of those like where they've got like the little bicycle bit at the bottom and they're just pedaling.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's probably an option. I brought a Mildura Freckle chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious. But anyway, it was really good, and I just can't believe that they'd land.
They had Reshes available.
Oh, that's it. But they land a
On the river.
737 in Albury.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's the biggest plane ever. I'm like, how? Like, I was getting
but
on.
they
I'm like,
expanded the runway.
yeah, I
didn't
know, but we're in Albury. I'm like, where is this landing? Like, they're gonna have to. They have to
The
do.
weir.
Yeah, like Sully. I hope Sully's bloody, the pilot, because he might have to land on the weir.
Tom
that was
Hanks.
cool.
That's
Monsters,
right.
Inc.
But anyway, the flight was delayed, so we went to a pub just around the corner, and they had Tento. So I knew you'd been big on them previously, Hud, so I gave it a try. Delicious. It was reminiscent of the Gibb Street Pale, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
From
Hopping ground?
Yeah, so which I think have a similar hop situation going on.
Yep.
The other one I tried at the airport with my $15 coffee voucher, which I was able to get over the line.
How good is it when they cancel your flight and the best we can do is offer you $15?
Yeah, $15.
I say, okay, so my time is worth $15 to you.
Yeah, so I went over and there was, what was it? It was Black Flag Affinity Tropical Pale Ale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely put that one on a t-shirt. Like the
their art's
artwork,
awesome.
fantastic.
I think their Rage, and it looks like Rage Against the Machine art. Their pale ale came 5th or 6th in the GABS Can Art Awards.
I'm not surprised.
From yesterday did they announce that?
Oh, what?
Or the day before? Did you? Oh, yeah, I can...
It's probably one of those things that happened weeks ago and we're just seeing the results now.
No. They were counting it down. Here, I can do it quickly. We do have a brewery coming up.
Yeah, sorry.
Hang on, just while Hutto looks that up, so I'm just... During the week, I rewatched The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
You explaining your Bonza flight. I just was thinking of a few scenes from that movie, and that's what I was picturing. Like, probably a lot less drugs and orgies going on. But
Honestly.
just the sheer chaos of, like...
Honestly.
I'm surprised you didn't say the pilot was in thongs.
Oh, but yeah, he was walking around, talking to people.
So who's flying the plane? He's like, oh, shit, better get back.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, gosh, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, the staff were wearing sneakers and they weren't all uptight. They were walking around, how's it going? Or how was the freckle? Oh, these are bloody great. It was just...
How's your freckle?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Hey.
How's your freckle, darling?
Oh, that was on Wolf of Wall
But
Street.
I would absolutely recommend that to anyone. Yeah, Bonds was great. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I got to.
Well, they're opening up another route
soon.
soon.
To the Gold Coast. So.
Yeah, direct to the Gold Coast. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
So
G'day.
just an update.
Bonza fly.
GABS top 10 cans.
Yes. What do we got?
So 10th was Mountain Culture's Alliance of Magicians. Their NEIPA. 9th was Bracket Brewing and Method Brewing did Delayed Response Double West Coast IPA. 8th was, Black Flag Rage Juicy Pale Ale.
Well done, Hud. You got it that time.
Yeah, didn't say the alternative. 7th was Hawker's Imperial Stout 2023. 6th was Fixation's Yippee Ki-Yay Motherfucker West Coast IPA.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Are we up to 5 is Black Hops X-Ray Hazy IPA. 4th, our friends at Lost Palms Brewing.
Yeah, Bakes.
Bakes.
Good on you, Bakes.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, so this one, I just I'll get the context a little bit incorrect because I need to look at the backstory. But I believe that's a nod to a lost friend as well. So that's awesome, Bakes. So that got up. That's great. The people got around that. That's awesome.
3rd, Ether Brewing. It doesn't have the style of beer. It's an Australian.
Pale.
No, it's an Australian.
Or is an Australian pale?
Well, it's got the big rosella on it and some red. What are they? You're the plant man.
Yeah, plant man.
What do they call them? Bottle brush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
an Australian something.
We have raved about their can art in the past.
2nd, Brick Lane's Last Train Home Oud Imperial Stout. OUD.
Yeah.
That's some kind of pastry, I reckon, or something like that,
sure.
or like a cooking utensil.
Little Oudie stout.
And then first was Temple Brewing Co. Amber Ale. Hello, Amber, and it's got a big dog licking its nose.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Temple, I'm fairly sure, are in Northcote.
Yeah, cool.
Or in that area.
Very good. Well, congratulations. But yeah, sorry, I hijacked. Congrats.
That's all right. Thank you for seeking those can arts out
Bad
for us.
joke.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Because today we are going to be looking at sort of an introductory showcase, I guess. So, in the past we've done some pretty big breweries, Bridge Road, Mountain Culture. Sometimes we do some newer ones. So we've got Seeker Brewing Co.
Oh, yeah, cool.
But, so I've got a bit more information about them in a moment, but I will just introduce something different that we've talked about doing and never actually done before. Our first beer today. We're going core age.
Okay.
Just for something a little bit different, because this one I've heard really good things about. So this is the Seeker Brewing Lil Hazy.
Lil Hazy.
3.5%, what I believe is a little, well, it actually says double dry hopped, I guess, mid-strength hazy pale ale. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Should be full of flavour.
I reckon it will be as well. So we'll read about this beer, and then we'll pour it, and then we'll get into some backstory.
Yeah, good stuff.
This Lil Hazy is akin to walking past an unfamiliar front yard, getting absolutely blasted by barking that sounds like it's coming from some monster canine, only to find out that it's a chihuahua. It might be small, but this beer has the big dog energy from double dry hopped additions of Cryopop and Vic's Secret over a sweet, full body. Interestingly, contains lactose.
Okay, make it a bit smoother maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, righto. Exciting.
Yeah, so this should be pretty good. I believe I have had one Seeker beer before. However, this is during my phase of not reviewing things on Untapped, which I think we're all going to fix up.
Yep.
Simon, can you tell me
Oh, jeez.
a Seeker beer that you've had?
No.
One of the most unique beers you've ever had in your life was from this brewery, and you may not even realise.
I reckon it was in I just, if it was unique, I reckon it was like a GABS pack.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Hawaiian Pizza IPA.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that too. It had oregano in it.
What do you think you gave it on Untapped?
3.5.
You did. Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I don't mind this. Was your review?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. On paper, you're like, oh, I'm not sure. And then you have a sip and it's like, yeah, it's a pretty bloody good. It was
What
well
year
done.
was that? Did he review that?
Last year.
Yeah, okay.
We were there together.
Well, it's funny because we went to GABS this year and he actually like seeked out, not the pun intended, the Hawaiian pizza beer from Flexi Brewing or
No
Frexi
idea.
or
No idea.
Freckle.
Mildura Freckle.
Yeah, it's a bit of an introduction. This is from their website. Seeker Brewing is situated on the coastline of Wollongong, just under the Illawarra Escarpment in Darawal country. From the vibrant music scene and a thirst for adventure, fostered by mountains and surf, Seeker Brewing was born. Cliche slogans are hard to avoid with Seeker Brewing, as they are simply apt. After all, we are seekers. Seekers of great beer, bang and swell, the Alps, trails, and good music. We believe our Seeker brews pair perfectly with a post-adventure afternoon sunset, shared with like-minded souls and great friends. The brewery is conveniently situated in the industrial part of Yinandera on the south side of the Gong, where we have a selection of 12 taps, a pool table, and a basketball hoop. Seeker Brewing aims to be the space where all seekers, locals, and travellers alike come together, bond over their shared love of fun and deliciously crafty ales.
Peter Piper picked a pickled...
Did I never reviewed a Seeker beer? Or did you only want to talk about Simon's?
Once I saw that they'd done that beer, I looked it up thinking, I hope Simon has reviewed this. He had. I haven't seen if there's any others.
Because I was going to say, in this year's GABS 8-pack was the Seeker Brewing Unicorn NEIPA.
But like to be fair to Grazie with you, it's like, Hudson, have you ever had a Seeker beer? And you'd be like, yes, I've had all these beers. I've had all of them. That one.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Did you mean to give me so much compared to yourself?
No, I can have more if you want.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
here we are. Have big...
Yeah. Well, you can have more of the other couple. They're a little bit bigger. But, so interesting. So this is one of the... We've only had a couple of beers that are probably lower than 4% on our podcast, and we usually do limited release beers, which the next two will be. But I thought just for something different, it is only midday on a Saturday as of recording, so we thought we'd just ease into the afternoon a bit, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. I forgot what day it was. There you go.
Yeah, because we're not...
Drink responsibly.
Changed it up a bit.
That's good.
No, I haven't had a Seeker beer according to Untapped.
Well,
I definitely have, but
I'll tell you what, as advertised, pretty close to bloody. It's up there because I now remember. You said Cryo Pop,
yes,
which was that new hop. I'd had something previous, and as soon as I had a taste, I remembered it was actually quite sweet. Yep. And then Vic's Secret, which I believe, we can look it up just in case, is sort of the grassiness through the end, and you can taste a bit of lactose. Yeah, there we go. Hey, learning a bit here.
You did read it, didn't you? And I wasn't paying attention. I know why I wasn't paying attention now.
I was speaking. That's okay.
No, because I was looking up I was just looking up where it was from before you actually read it, and I saw Unandera.
Yes.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
I think that was the correct pronunciation. I'm not great at those.
My Bucks party was in Wollongong, and I'm wondering why we didn't go there.
Yes. Well, when we booked into a second brewery and we didn't make it because we spent the whole rainy, stormy afternoon at 5 Barrel.
Slowly dying at 5 Barrel.
And we almost get hit by lightning.
Oh, that was the closest I've ever been to death.
Absolutely. That'd be so
%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Simmo with the Uber driver. That was a good...
basically leaning on the car, like, where's the Uber driver?
And then he moved off the car. The guy drove off. Then we had to get a different Uber driver who subsequently charged us more than the original quote.
All whilst having pink eye from the maxi cab.
Yeah.
Because they had strobe lights and smoke for some reason.
The cat.
I'm allergic to...
A secret cat.
Look, you say I'm allergic to fun, but I'm just allergic to not being at home within my four walls because you've smelt what's sort of been happening last half an hour in here.
Your beans.
Yeah, beans. Righto.
Now, I'm just going to have a quick look to see if I can find the what I spent on this so we can get the value.
Yeah.
The value correct. Okay, so for this particular beer, $6.50.
Oh, yeah. Good.
there if you need it.
Yep. Here if you
There
know.
we go. Oh, yep. Yeah, it was all beers purchased from Lane Cellars as well, locally.
Shout out to Chris.
You're right though on the as advertised. If it does contain lactose. Definitely not egregious at all. It's just sort of a little bit of a, I wouldn't even say creaminess. It's just I think that probably adds to the extra bit of depth to the beer because for its percentage, it definitely you could be forgiven for thinking it was more than 3.5.
Yeah. No, it's a good start, Gratz. It's a good start. Oh,
One-
gee. Oh.
one
What are you doing?
I
Buddy
don't-
Simmo's watching,
I feel like
just joined Anonymous, I think.
yeah, I'm not too. Jeez, I need to get out of here. This is what do we
Oh,
got?
they've got your bank details.
Oh, it's too late. Oh, well, there you go. I was just trying to look up the hop profile of Cryo Pop. Oh, because Cryo Pop is a blend of something. Let's have a look here.
A blend.
What do we got?
Move your pen.
Citrus,
Sorry.
sweet, aromatic, tropical. Yeah, I can get that. I can get around that. That's probably right.
Can you?
I can. This is good. It's nice and light and like light in colour as well. But yeah, hazy enough.
Could you imagine just sitting there at the brewery having about 7 of these in a nice sunny afternoon?
Well, the good
I
thing is,
certainly
yeah,
could.
the good thing is,
Getting struck by lightning.
yeah, you'd have 7
Sunny
and you'd be okay. I think you'd fare well.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Fair.
And a little more from their website.
Yep.
Led by our fearless head brewer, Jeff, and our
My
up-and-coming
name's Jeff.
brewing star, Nelson. All beers are dialed in by the duo and carefully crafted to excite your palate. Once packaged, the beer is then carefully scrutinised by the other half of the Seeker team. That's Ben and Curtis. Got a little bit more history. We'll go into that, I think, after the next beer. So this is core range, of course. A couple of other little parts of their core range. They've got a summer core range pack. So you've got the Lil Hazy, which is a 3.5%. They've got a Daydream XPA that comes in at 5%. A Mystic NEIPA at 6.2%. And a Twilight West Coast IPA coming in at 6.5%. That Mystic NEIPA is their most popular beer from check-ins on Untapped.
Yeah, right.
With 582 check-ins.
Yeah, by the way, that we've just started doing that. That's a good thing to look at, I think. I do find that interesting because I think the rating itself, it's like, oh, okay, but like the check-ins really sort of solidifies that rating.
Well,
Or
it does because
legitimizes maybe.
it probably shows as well word of mouth on a particular beer because generally you'll find that for popularity purposes, people that are using Untapped, they're like, oh yeah, I'll go and have their brewery's pale ale. Most people will start at a pale ale from a brewery when you go there. So
Yeah.
you'd think that if you're going to be on Untapped, that's the one you're starting with. It probably has the most check-ins. So when you've got a brewery where it's not a pale, you've got to think, okay, this beer's like getting some buzz for a particular reason, or they're pushing it.
No,
harder.
that's true. That's true. But yeah, that's good. That's good from you, Gratz.
Thank you. Yeah, I worked on it. Oh.
Yeah.
Touch my stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Did you drink that?
No, I didn't.
So I
moved
reckon
it out
he
of the way so I
snuck
didn't
it.
knock it
I
off.
don't
Jeez,
know.
bloody. Oh, why'd you pour me more? Because
You
I'm going to
gotta-
drink yours too.
You gotta watch
Sorry,
him.
yeah.
You gotta
Really,
watch
I'm
him.
just feeling it tonight.
Yeah, he's a drinking machine.
It's Saturday.
It's because he's got no footy.
Yeah. What about that, mate?
Yeah, I didn't make finals this year. Oh, well.
There's
what
always, there's always next year.
Yeah, turn it back next year.
Well, Gratz.
Until your knees blow up and there's not a next year.
And for the next couple of weeks of finals, like if you ever, need someone to shower with you, don't call us.
Yeah, no. When
I know you
Not
miss it.
interested.
I know you miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is our version of a bonding experience, so this will have to
Yeah,
do.
no water. There's no water
I'm
falling
glad we
from the-
keep
from
our
the
clothes
ceiling.
on for this bonding experience.
Maybe we should do a pod where
Nah.
it's just us shower drinking craft beers.
What would be fun would be if we went and played 9 holes of golf and that was our podcast, but we had to drink a beer a hole.
Oh, yeah,
geez,
can
I'm
we
bad
mini
enough
golf? 'Cause I can't hit the ball in the air.
It's hard, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It is. It's really hard.
I'm not Tiger Woods, but I can still hit the ball in the air.
So golf is sorry. There is a point to this. I'm not just. Yeah, I'll look it up later.
Oh,
Anyway.
we're talking about golf.
No.
my phone.
Golf is so frustrating because okay, you're standing there, the ball's not moving. All you got to do is hit it, and you can't.
It's a fun. We're having fun.
Yeah.
No, but the thing about golf is, like for me, because I'm not very good, it's like 100 shots over 18 holes.
Yeah.
Is like, that's the goal.
Okay.
Less than 100 for me. And 95 of them are shit.
Yeah.
But the 5 that are really good make me want to come back
Really
next
good.
week.
Yeah.
It's always the way.
Oh,
I've just played
This
a
is
couple.
the way.
I've
This
just
is
played
the
a couple of times, and God, I struggled to get to the green. But once we're on the green, I seem to go okay.
Not a bad
that's
putter.
why-
Well, that's a-
why I
Well,
stick to mini golf.
there's no rule that limits you from using the putter off the tee. You can use the putter. There's no one telling you what club to use, so you can walk up there and just putt the whole way through if you want.
Like on what is it, The Simpsons, where it's like,
You
I
have
can't-
selected
have-
driver.
Power drive.
may I suggest a putter? You have selected no.
Would you like to drink again? You guys have selected yes, and we
Yes.
have got the. We're all about the segues today.
This looks cool.
We've got the Land Down Under Oat Cream IPA. And I think we have... Now, we didn't really mention the can art for the core range, which is fine. It's the eye-catching, bit of colour.
All right, it's
However,
cool. It's
we've
cool.
gone next level on this one, and you guys talk about artwork in your house.
Yeah, that's
I reckon.
nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that would look beautiful in anybody's house.
It kind of reminds me of your handwriting, in a way, because it's like it looks
There
like
are no
it's-
words in this.
No, but it looks like they've cut out a bunch of pictures from various magazines to put them together,
Yeah.
and your handwriting looks like a serial killer's ransom note.
It does.
He's just
It does.
cut out a bunch of letters off a magazine.
Kids today.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
Next up in our Land series of oat creams, we're coming home to the Land Down Under, Australia, if we're being technical. Featuring Galaxy, Vic Secret, and Eclipse, it's as fruity as it gets down here. So why not sit back, admire a beautiful landscape, and belt out a true blue Aussie classic? Do I have to sing it? Because there's a song here.
Yep.
I come from a land down under, where beer does flow and men chunder.
Oh.
Can't you? And the rest of the lyrics are just the actual lyrics. They just had to put the men chunder.
Can't you hear-
That's
can't
pretty-
you hear
that's
that
pretty
fun?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny. We were talking about how we almost got struck by lightning, and in one of the 3 beers that we're having from brewery from Wollongong, it mentions, can't you hear the thunder? It's like I'll never hear again because of that thunder.
That's actually true.
And also, it's even crazier that I might have a Vegemite sandwich later on. Because that's also in the lyrics.
That's like it's
Oh.
a degustation. So Simmo's going to pull out a sandwich.
Simmo almost also chundered.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jesus.
sorry. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped. But that's fine. We give him a shot here at Board Barrel.
It was funny because, like, I don't know the lyrics well enough to
Oh,
know what you were talking
yes.
about. It's
Well,
like,
I sensed-
I'm going to have a Vegemite sandwich later.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
I thought you just meant because that's pretty Australian.
No.
I don't know if you guys are going to get jealous or not. But I'm going to have a Vegemite sandwich.
Would you like me to cut it up in triangles like I do for my son?
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
No crust?
No, I'll do crust. I don't mind crust.
So
Makes
while,
your hair curly.
Yeah, eh?
while we're pouring this beer, a little bit more history this time from the Crafty Pint. Had you ventured to its location in the industrial area of Unanderra in Wollongong South prior to 2022?
Hang on. Hardo's glitching.
tapping.
I don't know what happened.
You'd still have found a brewery, but it would have been Bully, which was launched by Michael Peliquin back. That's a great last name.
Pelican.
Back in
Pelican the Pelican.
yeah,
How good.
back in 2017. Meanwhile, Grassy Knoll, named after an iconic spot in Bondi, was the brewing company launched by musician Jeff Argent in 2019 that produced beers at breweries across New South Wales. Following a move to Wollongong, Jeff started brewing his beers at Bully and was later approached by Michael to see if he'd like to take over the space and buy the brewery from him. Along with some friends and family, Jeff did just that, and with the new opportunity came the idea to start fresh with a brand new brewing company, a name to encapsulate the local scene of which he was now a part of. So 2 breweries became one, and then Seeker was born.
That's cool. I don't mean to be... No, it is cool. I don't mean to be a jerk about the pronunciation, but I believe it's Bulleye.
Notoriously, if you've
But that's
listened to this
okay.
pod in the past, names and place names, I'm not great at
That's
pronouncing,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
Bulleye.
you.
So, yeah, it's a lovely place. Bucks. Nick Jazzy
Grassy
lives
Knoll, I've
there.
seen that Grassy Knoll.
Shout out, Bucks. Good on you.
Going Bucks.
Up at the Bucks.
I've had a Grassy Knoll beer.
Have you?
The Session Ale. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
How's it spelt? Oh, I thought it was going to be...
Sessionale.
I thought it was going to be Grassy and like Noel, like the name. That'd be pretty funny.
Noel.
And his name's Noel.
So at the eye test,
Knoll.
that is murky. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you want to see from an oat
Murky.
cream. That's
Is
what you want.
murky though?
Ooh.
Murky makes me think of like brown haze.
All this bitterness at the end of it as well.
Yeah, it's great. What hops are in it again? Sorry.
Galaxy, Vic Secret, and Eclipse.
Yeah, a bit of Vic Secret. That's a Vic Secret coming in
Now-
behind there, I reckon.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah,
that's
good.
the bitterness.
Yeah.
I'm going to spoil
What was the third one?
Eclipse. We haven't.
You might look that one up.
Yeah. I'm going to spoil the final beer just for some really interesting information about these Seeker beers.
Yeah.
So the
give it to
final
us.
beer will be a stout.
Ooh, Simmo,
Now-
Shappy.
A stout, generally, you can do milk stouts, coffee. Generally, you would think a stout, if it says contains lactose, fair enough. An oat cream, a lot of the time, contains lactose, fair enough. Of the 3 beers we're having today, only one contains lactose, and it was the mid-strength hazy.
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
So I found that quite interesting when I was
Yep.
doing some research on these beers, that if you made me pick which one would have lactose, the first one I would have omitted was the only one that did.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I forgot. We did learn that oat cream doesn't necessarily mean that it contains lactose, but the oats, the proteins do make it smooth as well, I believe. This one's quite good. I like this.
Yeah, after a few sips, it's really even like the fruitiness at the start, and then it's a really nice bitterness towards the end. It's actually quite a pronounced bitterness. How are you going with that, Simmo?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm all right with it because it's got enough at the front end to keep me interested. No, I do like it.
I'm interested.
I'm interested. It's very good. I like it. Like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Giving the can art a really good score,
Yeah.
4.75. That was eye catching in the shop. So that's,
Yeah.
we should mention their logo as well. It's a nice little throw. What I think in the past on the pod we've talked about like 70s bathrooms.
Yes.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the
I
logo?
wish I was more familiar with that sort of thing. Like it'd be a
70s
certain style. No, it'd be a certain style that you could call out. I really like it too. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
This one's a 440ml can, 7.2%, 2.4 standard drinks, $14 dues for
Yeah.
the Down Under.
That's pretty good.
Oat
Yeah.
Cream IPA.
You would. That's pretty cool can art. I would hang that on the wall for sure. Because it's not. Cause, I mean, it's quite subtle but very nice as well.
Yeah.
Well done. Do we know who did it? It's okay if you didn't.
I
Sorry.
don't.
That's
I
all right.
think I'm going to start actually. I had no idea. I'm going to start reaching out to some breweries in advance. I think when it's my turn and see if I can get that information beforehand. If we can't find
Yeah,
out,
it might be the go. Yeah, that's cool. I just on can art. Well, not can art, but art in general, right? So, what do you think about the Mona Lisa?
I think it's a woman
Yeah.
It's
What do you
famous for
that
being
was painted.
famous.
Yeah. Well, look, all I can tell you, YouTube, art explained in 15 minutes. One of the best little series you'll ever watch because I have got a lot more appreciation for Mona Lisa after watching that one. So I'd recommend it. It's awesome.
See, with art, I just like if someone says this is good, I'm like, yeah, sure, this is good. Like
Yeah.
I need to be told
Yeah. So I
what's
was
good art. Like I know what I like, but
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's good.
Yeah, so I was I was excited and frustrated, right? Because if I'm standing there and it had like in dot points what was in that video, I'd be like, that is amazing. But
Yeah,
I can't look at something and go, oh, it's so emotive. Like, I don't know.
Can
I
you
don't
with
know, I like
movies
it.
and TV shows though?
Um,
I'm better with that than I am with just like a piece.
well,
of art.
there's probably more subject matter in there to draw conclusions from, to be fair.
Yeah.
So you've got like, words, actions, and
Context,
it's all-
context
symbolism.
is so important.
Yeah.
But it's also like a living thing in a way. Like you can watch a movie and be like, that's a bad performance. Like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
tell when someone's not into it. Whereas like I don't. Maybe it just probably because I've watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But again, not an expert. If someone says this is like I feel like I can make my own decisions on whether it's good or bad with movies.
Yeah. But
Whereas
I,
art, it's like, yeah, I'm sure it is very good. I don't get it.
But yeah,
okay.
I would recommend anyone watching a couple of those. They're quite cool. So anyway, I'm a bit of a nerd with that sort of stuff.
You just love YouTube.
I do.
You completed Netflix not like a while ago, so you've moved on to YouTube.
Yeah,
and
YouTube.
Tell you
You're
what,
almost
though,
done.
I know because anything I've ever recommended Simon's already seen on YouTube, but one of those, Hudson, I'm not sure if you're aware of it. Is it Drumeo?
Yeah, I know Drumeo,
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
blind. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a drummer, but
I don't
man,
get
it's good
how
to
the
watch.
Megadeth drummer had never heard Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
but
I haven't. It doesn't it just come about in your day? Like
Yeah.
I don't seek out Mr. Brightside, but like I reckon I hear it once a month minimum.
Yeah.
but to become like the drummer of Megadeth, you can probably assume that your life is a little bit different to like what we've got going on.
Yeah, but like surely he's gone shopping, and it's playing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Like you know what I mean?
Or
Like
been to a
it's-
wedding.
Like it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like Grazzi finding a random band that has 10,000 monthly listeners and going, oh, Hutto, have you heard this? It's probably not.
Well, that was like Jackie Chan the other week didn't know what a Kardashian was.
Oh, half his luck.
Anyway.
How do I achieve that?
Yeah. So with Seeker, a bit more untapped information. They have got 52 beers.
Yeah,
I've
right.
Checked into. I think they've only been around for a couple of years. I didn't have an actual official launch date. We've been through the Mystic NEIPA and Simmo's most unique beer. Well, I thought that was their most unique beer anyway, and then I found that Simmo had reviewed it and we'd all tried it. Their highest rated beer. Now, it only has 11 reviews, to be fair, but with a whopping 4.67 out of 5.
Bet you it's a stout.
Spring Chorus Triple IPA, a 10.1% Triple New England Hazy.
There's only 11 reviews because only 11 survived.
It's also very new. There it is, and it also looks
Sounds
like a beer that
But it only came out last week.
Yeah, it looks like a beer.
Like it's 8 days old.
It looks like a beer that would also pass our can art
and
test
well,
and everything.
that's a pretty good return rate. Considering it's only been out a week and there's already that many reviews. That's good. Well done.
Oh, your mate, Simon.
Yeah.
They did a triple-double IPA for the 2023 NBA final playoffs, and guess who's in it?
James Harden.
The new Clipper, James Harden.
No, he's not.
He's coming.
No, he's not. There's no way.
Get him on the Clippers.
Keep your beard out of here, mate. Not your
Me
beard.
or him?
No, your beard's all right. You can keep that in here. I've had a few reviews lately of your beard from people that know both of us.
Oh, really?
They're like, I saw Hutto recently had a big beard. Looks good.
Thanks.
From numerous people. It's probably 3 or 4 people that have mentioned that.
Oh,
What do the viewers think?
I see.
Leave some comments.
Yeah, leave a comment below and like and subscribe.
Maybe rate
if
Hudson's beard with our Border Barrels rating system.
Yes,
As
you
advertised.
should. A lucky smell test isn't in there. Not that it smells bad. I know it's be weird that you have to get in there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they got a bunch
That's
of
awesome.
basketball themed stuff. This is right up here.
All right, now
That's
I'm in.
Kawhi
I'm
on
in.
that one, the
How good.
2022 triple-double.
Oh, Kawhi to nice IPA.
I wonder how
That's what it
many many games he played that year.
Well, that's yeah.
You can't get that can because it's now
Well, that's why
load management.
that's why they were able to get the artwork because he was sitting still for so long.
Just laugh it.
They were able to paint
Oh,
him.
street clothes lemon.
What a delicious beer.
Oh dear. Yeah,
Sorry,
no, it is
Sorry,
good.
Hudson. I'm actually updating my untapped
No.
score.
It's
It's
interesting.
It's in
by
my
0.25.
It's in my non-editable spreadsheet
template.
template.
Well done. Thank you. Yeah,
Template.
Yeah, this is good.
Delicious beer. I would like to. I'd have some more, but that's
You've
okay. Did you
genuinely
also see
fucked everything?
Oh,
when you were going through the beers on Untapped there, the Ben and Jeffrey's...
Jeffrey.
I believe it was Ben and Jeffrey, which are... my name is Jeff, a brewer.
But that
Oh,
yeah, not
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Mint choc cookie ice cream stout.
Oh, yes. Okay, so that's who made that. I saw that and I did try to get it and missed out. Ah, bugger. Is that still a thing? Can I get it? Because I love the sound of that. And I've had a couple of chocolate stouts and they were excellent.
Zach also on a side.
Added this May, so
I'm
maybe.
trying to find it. Fuck's sake. You're worse than my son. He's like, food. And it's like, we're not near food. And he's like, no, food now. It's like, we'll get food soon. No, now.
Actually, George
Why are
bloody
you
had
getting
this
the
one.
food?
Yeah. They're asking, where is the food?
My stomach has been asking me.
Out of stock on their website.
It's a bugger. That sounds good.
I was going to mention, Grazie, on... you sent through a beer that you wanted from Hawkers. I saw that it was at...
It should be on some other online.
I think
Impending Doom.
Hopheads might have put it on their Instagram, so it is
Cool.
still available. It's just not available directly from Hawkers.
And I commented on the release. Hawkers had a new IPA called Impending Doom. And in a little video, they use a sample from a Chimera song, which one of my favourite bands when I was a teenager. So I commented that, and Hawkers responded quite quickly and said, very good spotting. So
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
there must be a fan.
They do a few of those,
Band.
don't they? Have they done a
That
few?
might have been our friend.
It might have been.
Oh, possibly. Anyway, so
Maz, shout out
third
to
and
Maz.
final beer, which I'll probably need a little bit less of, Hudson. Once again, I've got the car keys, but that's fine. The
Gaggies.
Aqua Vitae Imperial Stout.
Ooh, look at the colour of the can.
10.5% ABV.
Oh.
3.5 standard drinks.
Ew.
Going for our biggest stout to date. We ramped up the malt bill to 11 and brewed this Imperial Stout over 2 days, taking only the first wort running.
Sorry, the glasses are scared.
This allowed us to keep the wort extract high and maximize flavour from the Voyager's finest Valoria, Voodoo, chocolate, roasted wheat, roasted barley and oats. Expect smooth, rounded flavours of chocolate, coffee and vanilla tones with a syrupy mouthfeel and a boozy warmth. Aqua Vitae is water of life.
That's awesome. So they mentioned Voyager malts. That's a Voyager is a supplier of malt, I believe.
Yes,
that,
I believe that is
yeah,
correct.
cool. Yeah, awesome. Sorry about the interruption there, but I'm excited, and the glasses got quite excited for the beer to be in them.
Really nice, solid blurbs today. We've enjoyed those. Yeah, really cool can art again as well.
Yeah.
I like that one. I actually really like the combination, if you can see that, of black, white, and gold.
Yeah.
I actually think it's pretty eye-catching. And if you have a look, there's a little bit of a Roman battle going on, just in the finer details there. What do we got here?
Great art explained by Grazie.
Simmo,
In 15 minutes.
Yeah, in 15 seconds.
Are you still
maybe
looking
you
for this
should
beer?
contact the fugitive ferret.
But it,
It's a real ferret.
It doesn't speak English.
but I hear
He
he's actually
Gee, they
he's
stink.
actually hanging out underground at the moment because he is a fugitive after all.
and also a ferret.
Hopefully we can find GPS tracking. But last scene.
Sorry, hang on. Just side note real quick. People that have ferrets. It's okay if you have ferrets. It's totally fine. But man, people that have ferrets fucking love having ferrets. Have you ever met anyone that has ferrets?
Yeah, but if like
these are the best animal, and you are wrong
so
if you don't
loud.
agree.
Oh, dear.
Oh man, they love ferrets.
And now I know it doesn't happen, but
Ferrets Bueller's day off.
my biggest fear about having a ferret is like you go for a big yawn on the couch and it just jumps in your mouth. Or
they
something.
live in your guts.
Yeah, it's just because they're so fast.
But, like they can wrap around your leg and just like bite you. As well.
Oh, don't do that.
They're a bit long.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, anything that's too fast, I'm not too sure. Like
Ferret in
cats,
your mouth.
cats can fuck you up from a distance.
You guys have a bit more.
Yeah, righto, I'll do. Yeah, okay, I'll have one.
Ferret in my mouth.
This is good.
Oh, it's like a Roman emperor style.
Yeah, look, it's okay.
Oh,
Look,
because Aqua Vitae.
you were busy when I
Oh,
mentioned
explain.
that, but that's fine.
Are you
That's
aware
fine.
of what?
I'm trying to find that beer for Simmo.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
From the fugitive ferret.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we did go on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, no. So there's a
Starring Harrison Ford.
there's the fugitive ferret, and it's like the craft beer place in North Lakes, Queensland. But
Yeah,
they
cool.
do on tap, and also from the fridge, and they have it in the fridge apparently. So I reckon you could contact them, and they might be able to send it down.
Ooh.
Probably not. They might not be able to because they're like I don't know if they do takeaways. Hey, they're a bar
There
and
he is.
bistro.
That
Found him.
is delicious.
$16 for the stout.
That is delicious.
Is that it?
Well, I don't know. I'll probably have more things to say.
16.
But to start off with, I'm saying it's delicious.
Oh, gee,
Oh, you should talk more. What do you got? A ferret in your mouth?
getting a bit of the vanilla. It gets a bit thicker and more flavourful towards the
Yeah.
back end of the
Yeah, it's bloody.
Mine's still quite yellow.
It's Coke syrup. This. It's good.
Coke syrup.
It's really good.
Well, it said syrupy.
Yeah, well, it is. It's nice and thick with 2 C's, and this one might go in in my laptop at this rate.
I might save it for later.
Yeah.
Your mouth, please.
Just like the
With that ferret.
Sunday Road. Oh dear. No, this is very good, Gratz. Have you had a go yet?
I walk a Sunday road.
Low carbonation on this beer as well.
Low carb.
Combination.
No breathing. No bubbles.
Yeah, it's like you get the first sip, and then after you've sort of gone for a little bit of a second swallow there, it's sort of
Old
you get a
seconds.
little bit more of the boozy warmth
Yes.
that it mentions.
I just
Yeah.
experienced that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good.
It's
I was
actually
going to say, we're getting a bit nerdy, but that's
Yeah,
I
You got
agree.
real glitchy.
Well, it's not
it's
not
been a long
instant boo.
week.
You know when you do have something that's a bit boozy, and
Yeah.
as soon as it hits your mouth, you're like, "Whoa, that's not
Yeah.
that." It's
Yeah, no.
it actually comes in the lingering taste.
Beer of the day, ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
Oh.
We have a wiener for me.
Oh,
For me.
Simmo's wiener for the day.
Yeah, well,
Wiener of the day. I mean, you said no showers.
ridiculous.
Do you guys have that after footy?
What's that?
Like, if you can't win a game of footy, at least you can win wiener of the day after the game.
Yes, or not quite that, but yeah, it's more so like that's what sort of brings everybody's moods up, which is why when you lose a close game and these new change rooms with cubicles, it's like the most miserable feeling in the world.
It's so strange.
We have
I
to
would
make sure
never-
everyone keeps the doors open so we can know that no one's
I
like
will
bloody
never understand that.
self-harming or anything.
What did they put cubicles or the enjoyment factor of non-cubicles?
Yeah. Well, like how
See,
Grazzy's bummed. If they put cubicles in, it'd be like, yay! But he's like, this is a sad day for football.
Because I don't get it. Like, would you, if the bar, like, say it was one big room and it had the toilets and the shower and you were doing a shit, would you want the door closed or would you shit in front of the people?
When you've been training a week and it's after a game, if you have to like shit next to everyone, I think you just would.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
I would prefer not to, but the showering thing doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah,
You're not
okay.
actively doing anything other than standing there.
Well, each to their own.
It's more the pushing that's the
the pushing.
of shitting in front of your mates. That's probably the
You'd be like a dog. You'd be like looking around.
Yeah.
Threat.
yeah. Someone coming up behind me.
You just got to make awkward eye contact with the person that you think will protect you.
Yeah, it's like pinning the ears back and just like make.
Oh god. Yep.
I need you to do that next year. Just walk in, leave the thing open as soon as someone walks past. Go.
No, how about would it be better if I just approached somebody and asked and said, "Listen, I have to shit. Can you just like come and make eye contact to make sure nothing bad
Can
happens?"
you come and protect me from predators?
Jesus. No, that's good.
Jesus Christ.
Very good. We got any beer news or what else you got, Gratz?
This is good.
For our
Yeah,
for our Seeker showcase.
It is
that's
good.
That's about all the information that I've got. But thank you to them for there's really cool beers. We're definitely going to keep an eye on the stuff they release. If you are local, Lane Cellars has more beers than just these. It was actually quite hard to narrow it down. I knew I wanted to do the stout for sure to finish off.
Yeah.
There was a NEIPA, a blue something NEIPA
What is
as well.
that?
Simmo's got an arrow in his arm.
I'm giving it a 4-point arrow 5.
Oh, so it's upward trajectory. So it could be a 4 or a 5.
4 to 5, but mostly 5.
4.75. 4 greater than 5.
4.75, you bloody silly buggers. No, very good. Oh, there's another Bonza coming in. How good. But big 737 about to get on the shed.
As for beer news, a lot of the time we are made aware of things after the fact. That's happened again because recently, I think we may have lamented on the podcast before about an IPA day being on a weekday.
Yep.
National or International IPA Day. So we missed at some point recently the National Beer Lovers Day, which was on the 7th of September.
Oh, that's every day for me.
But that's what I mean. But like, apparently it's always the 7th of September. So this one's a little bit different. This isn't like, it's always on the 3rd Thursday of this month. Anything related to celebrating alcohol should be on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Is that a hot take?
Father's Day, Mother's Day, like the first Saturday of this month should be. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're going to do like you're saying, like the first whatever day. It's like, it's Saturday. It's not Thursday. Why Thursday? But if it's a date, it's like, understandable. Like, them's the breaks.
Well, this
like,
one
you
is a
miss
date.
out.
This one is always the 7th of September, apparently.
Yeah.
But,
Apparently.
yeah.
Gratz, I have a question. Sorry, I did hear that the blurb was cool. Did it mention the hops? Because I would have to say, with IPAs, lagers, that sort of thing, I can sort of pick them out. But with stouts, I'm unaware of what the hops generally are.
It only mentions the malt. So it was a big... we'll go through it again.
Well, they rarely use the hops as a selling point. Like, it is what malts have we used because it's such a malt-driven beer.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm unfamiliar. So, like, definitely... I was looking some up. I thought it might be on there. But, like, I'm sort of... Yeah, I know it's more malt-driven. Well, definitely is. Look at it. But,
Well, there's a Voyager's Finest, Valoria, Voodoo, Chocolate, Roasted Wheat, Roasted Barley, and Oats.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. We'll might look into that at another time. It's
I wonder what
delicious.
creates the vanilla tones in that case.
Yeah, not too sure because there's no lactose. Is that what you sort of
Yeah, well,
saying?
would it be
Or-
whatever the Valoria or the Voodoo is?
Yeah, I wonder. Well, because there might be some darker malts with some lighter malts, and that might create that situation with the sugars. I don't know. Yeah, good.
Mixed malts.
I have some beer news.
Yes.
We've had some shade thrown at us recently, at me specifically, and it was hilarious. So, Bridge Road, they agreed. They're like, So a couple of weeks ago, we did a Bridge Road episode, and we're talking about our ratings on Untapped. Simo, what's going on, mate? Surely we've got some 5s in the comments. So I thought that's pretty
You
funny.
going to edit your reviews or?
No, I'll wait till the 5 comes up, but there's definitely a couple that have been.
Are
a
you
5.
challenging them? It's like, well, brew a beer that's worthy of a 5.
No, I'm certainly not.
Well,
I was massively surprised that there weren't any 5s there, but I loved the banter. Keep it coming. You can bloody rag on me anytime.
but you are a bit about that with beers, like. Your first I think you need a review on your first reaction to a beer.
Well-
Because you always you'll like have a sip, you'll be like, greatest beer ever, 4.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, you'll be like, yeah, it is a 4.
Yeah.
Hang on, no. To be fair, he tried to fix that by doing 4 upward trajectory arrow 5, and
That's
we
true.
made fun of him.
That's true.
Sorry,
See?
sorry, Simon.
No, but I think what I'm afraid of doing is like pretty much every beer I have.
You don't want to flood the market.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Every
5s.
every beer I have, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic 5. It's like, well, no, hold on, like let's think about it. So only a few 5s get through, but no, Bridge Road have some excellent beers. But yeah, I did enjoy that. I thought I would throw that in there just in case you guys didn't see it. It was a pisser.
Isn't it crazy that they've sent one message on Instagram and they're already funnier than our previous 72 podcasts?
I know.
It's like, shit.
So
do you have
funny.
any scores?
I got a couple of
from-
scores.
from Seeker.
Yeah. So just for us, so Zach, your highest score was for the Land Down Under Oat Cream IPA. Simon's, yours was the Aqua Vitae, and mine was the Aqua Vitae as well.
So good.
On the BBB RS leaderboard. So the highest ranking Seeker now is the Aqua Vitae. It comes in at 14th.
Yeah, nice.
Which is not a too shabby result. Land Down Under Oat Cream IPA at 24. And the Lil Hazy is in at 56, which is pretty impressive because we've always talked about like our heavier beers. It's at 56 out of 77.
And it's a core range mid-strength.
Yeah, so that's very good from them. And then Untapped, the Aqua Vitae, comes in at 9th. The Land Down Under comes in at 39th.
I thought that might be a bit higher.
We've had some, but that's the thing with this craft beer venture is they're all cracking beers.
True.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that 39th is with scores of 4, 4.25 and 4.25.
Yeah.
So, and then our Lil Hazy is at 74th, still beating out a couple of beers.
Yeah. Good stuff.
But I think that's a reflection of like the Untapped is a reflection of our taste. Like that's where we lean more towards your bigger beers and.
Yeah, and that's where, we've spoken to a few breweries, and that's where their sort of bugbear is with Untapped. It's like, well, they're rating it against a 11% stout rather than like all of the little hazies that they've had.
Yes.
Oh, man, if you give any beer that claims to be session or hazy, that's one of the best ones I've had.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Please
yeah,
understand that.
Of course,
Seeker,
yes.
please. It's,
you know what I'm
fantastic.
saying? And I can understand that point of view for sure, yeah.
Well, that's where you got to break it down. Like if we went into it, I think it's actually our first session beer. Yeah, it is. But like,
And that is your second burp.
no, it's not. It's
Oh,
at
really?
least 10.
Oh,
I've
nice.
been
Gotta
doing
listen back and they'll just
little
sorry.
burps. They're like in the background.
Yeah, very good.
When you listen to this podcast in reverse, they actually spell out a word.
Yeah, I thought it was a plane. It was actually a burp. Sorry,
Is it a
mate.
plane? Is it a burp?
Yes, it's Hudson.
Yeah, like I feel like if in like 12 months' time, if we've had a couple more session beers, I think that'll be higher.
Yeah.
Like that's where the spreadsheet can come in handy. It's like we can break it down into styles.
Yeah.
But
Well-
obviously having only one session, it's number one on
I suppose-
the session leaderboard.
I suppose regardless of ratings, if there was a bloody 6-pack hanging there and I had a barbecue to go to,
Oh.
I'd pick that little fella up. So.
I think I will be doing that.
Yeah.
To be honest, next time I have something on. But yeah, thank you to Seeker. Thank you to Lane Cellars for supplying the beers. Like and subscribe.
Nice.
I haven't done that yet. I just had to say it.
That was the first time. Yeah, I think that was.
How'd it feel? Good?
Pretty good. I think I'll try and add some more words to it next time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you would. Always got to make something longer than it is.
It
It's
felt
like,
weird doing
like and
something-
subscribe, and it's like a 3-letter sentence would last 3 paragraphs.
Yeah, listen, if you're online, you're searching around, you see our podcast, and you don't mind a beer, maybe just chuck us a like.
Later on,
If you'd like
Hutto,
to continue.
Hutto will be posting a YouTube video on how to like and subscribe. A quick little tutorial.
Yes, exactly, because he loves doing that sort of thing. Nah, love
Because
all
I'm
the...
surrounded by you two.
I know.
With your inept like internet ability. It's like, how do I log into an email?
Well, I had a freak out because I was looking at some hops and whatever. I was Googling a few things. I'm like, did I hit play? But I did. Look, I did.
I have that stress every week with the video. It's like we get there and it's 45 minutes later, I got nothing.
And then I almost hit stop. So anyway, we probably are going to pull up there. But
should.
yeah, thank you to Seeker. It was it's a bloody great day outside. It's a great day inside the not so good shed, and we'll be back next week or whenever it comes up for another little pod shit.
That is all. No, it's a routine, but something.
Little girl, bring fire from the world. I'm trying. I'm lost, only